Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So here we are today, and it is going to be mightily interesting. Just bring the screen up over here. There we go. So, indeed, One Beast. By God, it has been quite a while, hasn't it? Now, of course, I've done plenty of streams for Matrix, but it's been a long time since I've actually done any sort of grand campaign. So I'm actually quite excited about this. I think it is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And it gives us a nice challenge, really. Gives us something to really sink our teeth into. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly double check on the options here. Now, the morale I have increased quite nicely. I think I might reduce this somewhat, but I'm not entirely sure. I think what I'm going to do here then is actually increase this to 125 as well. The only thing I'm not too interested in increasing is the fortification level. I think that's fine at 100% there. I think that's good. The Soviets have a good advantage there, though, 25% bonus. Obviously, they will receive more as time goes on. Now, I do have the better combat value math on here, and defense for the Soviets is +1. The blizzards are fully, yeah, they're pretty rough, aren't they? So we're going to go ahead. Just double check this, yep, so axis is human, Soviet computer, yep, difficulty is sorted there. And let's begin then, shall we? Now I do have a 1941 to 45 campaign here. I would play Bitter End, but Bitter End can go on for a very long time. It is in fact the Bitter End. Hello there, Sturm, how you doing there, my friend? Good to see you. Germany and its Axis allies embark on a blitzkrieg campaign to destroy the Soviet Union, only to be stopped at the proverbial gates of Moscow. 3.5 more years of bloody combat will follow before the hammer and sickle flies over the Brandenburg Gate. The Axis logistics and replacements are sufficient for only a short campaign. Failure to crush the Red Army before the end of summer will lead to a tough winter in 1941. Failure to derail the Soviet war economy in 1942 could lead to an unwinnable war of attrition. If it can survive the initial Axis onslaught, the Red Army should be able to inflict significant damage on the invader in the winter of 1941. In 1942, hard fighting will be needed to defend key objectives, but overwhelming resources of men and material will gradually turn the tide and carry the Red Army all the way to the Reichstag. That is, unless we can actually prevent that, and we intend to prevent that. It's not like we have much in the way of choice, really. It is a case of do or die here, and we shall begin with Voices from the OstFront, Episode 1. Okay. Now, I am using a few mods here. I will actually put together a Google Drive. Yeah, I could probably just put my mod folder on Google Drive, actually let you guys download it if you'd like to use what I'm using here. But I have the Rainy Day in Russia, I believe it is called, map mod here. Makes the game look spectacular in my opinion. Now, of course, I do have a couple of other mods here, such as Chord and leader images as well, actually. So let's quickly take a look at one of these images if I can do so. Yep, there we go. So as you can see here, we do have the improved pictures, which is actually very nice. Okay. Gonna start off by having a little bit of coffee, and we'll get right into things. There we go, that's better. So the way we're going to start this then, is we're going to take a look at our order of battle and really work out what we have here. So we shall begin the campaign with 3,246,814 men ready, 32,513 guns, 5,330 AFVs and 2,426 ready aircraft. The aircraft is going to be the important aspect here. Of course, we do have Romanian allies, we have Hungarian allies, later the Italians. The Finns are going to be fantastic. The Finns are really tough fighters. And Slovakian troops as well. Okay. Now, of course, we do have the 3 main army groups. That is, of course, Army Group North, Army Group Center, and Army Group South there. We also do have Army Group Antonescu, which is, of course, the Romanian army group down there. Romanian High Command, Slovakian High Command, Hungarian High Command, Finnish High Command, and Italian Southeast Army Group. Okay. We'll go ahead and take a look at our commander's report here then. Take a look at the high command. Okay. Army group level now. Now this is where a lot of the problems occur. As you can see there, Army Group Center is overburdened there in terms of command points. Army Group South is also overburdened to a greater degree. Now this does have an impact on the efficiency of our headquarter units and how well they perform, so we are going to have to rectify that. As you can see there, the amount of guns, infantry, aircraft, as well as our leader. So it's going to be an interesting choice. I do wonder where... I think I'm going to take some Panzers from the center and have them most likely sent south, in all honesty. As for how many is going to be rather intriguing. I mean, 3,000 there, the center is an impressive amount of armor there, isn't it? I do think I'm probably... I might be able to get away with a call. I think it might be a case of what do we wish to actually send here, because of course we do have our divisions, let's see. So I have multiple Panzer divisions. I suppose the thing is going to be, what do I want to send? Is it going to be armoured, or is it going to be the motorized? Of course, they both are very capable units, and they will be very capable in these early months here. They'll remain more or less so throughout the war, but I think it's going to be a case of really conserving our fuel. I do think my first move is going to be, let's find it. So I'm going to look for my rail engineer unit, which is over here. So we have FBD1 over here. Now, the thing to take into consideration here, so what I'm going to do is bring up my drawing tool. There we go, handy dandy drawing tool. Okay. Got to remove the actual units from the map here. Now, what we are going to be doing is, let's bring up the arrows. I need to upgrade this so I can actually get the arrows, that'd be nice. Now, of course, we are going to be pushing in this direction. And as well from the Romanian border. And what I'm going to try to do in the first turn is if I can... Well, if I'm lucky, I might be able to encircle the the Soviet troops here against the Romanian border, Hungarian border, and of course, the Reich's border over here. But now the thing is obviously to take into consideration. We're going to be advancing in this direction, obviously. Though the rail lines don't really work that well. Let's just move the map up here a little bit more. Okay. Like down here to Limbo. Or Lvov. Do expect me to mispronounce names? Yeah, it's not very good. We spend a long time faffing about not going really straight. So what I'm going to do here then with the first FBD group is I'm in fact going to actually have I'd say either this rail line here, but most likely I will have them run along this rail line here. The reason being, we do move forward here, but of course then we can move on here towards the center, which is actually quite nice. It's much faster than converting all this rail line over here, which will be done by our rear echelon units as well, so there's no need to like have FBDs committed to that. So that's going to be the first move there. So this will be the first move of the campaign here. It is going to slow us down to a degree when it comes to the rail line, but it will be worthwhile. Now, of course, I could have them move down there. Let's see. Zoom out a little bit further. There we go. Right. So they will have to go here then for the time being. That's fine. We do have 33,800 rail capacity this turn. Now, of course, I could have them move down here. If I move them there, they're going to obviously get stuck in this position here. So what I'm going to do then is actually have them move over here. There we go. Just north of Bratislava. Not too far away from Vienna, actually. Or the city of Brno. Do let me know if the audio is too quiet or too loud, by the way. There we go. Yep, so that'll be our first move there. Okay, now we can actually start to get into things here. Just take me a little bit of time to warm up, but we'll be able to get going. Now, I've enabled an option here, which is basically all support is locked as a flying unit. There we go, flying headquarters, I should say. Okay, so all support here is actually locked, which is something that we really do need to take into consideration. Now, we need to look for certain units, as they're going to become in, rather important. Well, They're going to come in great use, I should say. I believe Army Group North has one, and are they going to come under heavy artillery? Are they under mortars? It might be South has them actually as well. Right, there we go for super heavy guns. Yep, so I believe I have two of these bad boys to begin with actually. So we have one to the south. I should have one in the center as well. Yeah, there we go. We also do have the 355mm howitzers, 305mm howitzers, 240mm siege guns, and of course we do have another Carl 600mm siege mortar there. The reason why I want these bad boys is, when it actually comes to the resistance in the south, there's really not that much that is going to require such a stupendously large mortar as the Carl. It's not needed. The only thing might be the city of Kiev, but the thing is, when it comes to Kiev, we're just gonna go around it, really. Just gonna cut off, just cut everything off, really. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here then is actually have the Carl Super Heavy mortar brought up over here to Brest-Litovsk. The reason for that, it is quite important to take the city. I'm not entirely sure if I will attempt to take it in this first turn. It probably would be a good idea to take it second turn, but it could be done in the first turn. It could be done. It is harder though. So it's a case of, well, do we do that and bypass it? If we bypass it, it does mean that I do have to start moving the rail lines elsewhere. Which is both good and bad, but we are going to be moving our armor up here pretty quickly, aren't we? So we could probably do with that rail line. So we'll take a look at the we'll take a look at the situation over here. See what we have in terms of power available to us. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move them over now then. Actually, I need to figure out which unit I need to move them to first. So let's see here. Second Panzer Corps. Which corps are we going to have dedicated to taking Brest-Litovsk? That's going to be the interesting one, really. You're a little bit overburdened, Ben, actually. That's something that we always need to take into consideration as well. And we don't want any of our units to be overburdened here. Absolutely none of them. Now, I do have these forces here that are attached to the Army Group South. I do have this corps, which represents a, yep, it does Reich SS motorized. The 10th Panzer, as well as the Deutschland motorized regiment. Now, of course, that will become its own corps later on in the game, a few years from now. The question is, do we have... we also do have this unit over here. Who do you belong to? Okay, so you belong to this corps. The question is going to be, how much do I really want dedicated to this? But either way, let's figure out where we need to move this to. Right, so I'm going to have it moved to the 2nd Panzer Group. So we'll go over here. Go to Army Group South's guns, and go into our super heavy guns over here. There we go, pick that unit. So you're attached to the 4th Corps. There we go. I'm going to move your headquarters. Just double check that it is the 2nd Panzer Group. I don't want to mistakenly send them elsewhere and waste a point. So that is the 2nd Panzer Group. Okay. Enjoy your new home there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we don't have many administration points on the first turn here, so I do need to be quite precious with these. Now, the one... I mean, that's something I'd like to address first and foremost, is getting that unit to where it needs to be. It is definitely useful to do that. And we take a look at the guns over here. Army Group North doesn't have as many guns as the other army groups. Obviously, Army Group Center is our most powerful one, but Army Group South does, of course, have a few extra 1,000 guns. The main thing here is we absolutely need to encircle the Soviets. I really need to capture their guns. I really need to look after my table equipment. I need all of that. We have to be quite delicate. We have to be quite precious with how we use our assets. Because if we lose them, yeah, we're not going to get much in the way back to compensate for that loss. So that is going to be important to bear in mind. Okay. 408 guns down here. Yeah, nothing spectacular. There we go. So we have all of our heavy guns, yep, invested in Army Group Center now. Takes us up to 34 ready. And these are quite nice. 355mm. Impressive, really. I do have 23 of these 305s. We'll go ahead and take a look at our reinforcement and withdrawals, actually. Okay, so plenty of new infantry divisions next turn. We do receive lots of reinforcements in these early days, really. Hungarians, yeah. Good fighters. The most important aspect is going to be the air war, though. Okay, Heinkel 111s, they're going to be very good. BF 109s. Yeah, lots of fighters here. We also do have dive bombers, they're going to come in handy. And what I'm going to do here, then, is actually go to my doctrine. What I want to do here, then, is... Now, this represents the amount of planes for a particular mission that have to be ready for that mission to fly. Well, for example, for that squadron to fly that mission. I'm going to put that down to basically, let's say, 5%. I can put it down to 0. Yeah, if we can fly it, we will fly it. Okay. So we have reconnaissance escorted here. And when it comes down to it, I do have to, escort my reconnaissance, otherwise we are going to be suffering. Let's take a look at what we have in terms of aircraft. Yes, there's 162 reconnaissance aircraft over here. 146... and 78 here. Yeah, they are rather precious, aren't they? So we're going to begin the campaign in earnest here then in a second, and we're going to do that by having the bombing of the airfields. Now if I take a look, you can see that there are a number of Soviet airfields over here close to the front lines. Some of them are out of reach. But I don't want to be moving my airfields without reason. And let's see. We may have additional assets to have deployed here to the front line. Yeah, so I have some Junkers 52/3 transports. I do have strategic reconnaissance, so they're quite good. Junkers 88D1, Dornier 17P1, and a BF 110C5. Very useful aircraft to have indeed. As for where they need to be deployed, that's going to be the question. Okay. What we're going to do here then is we're going to fly our reconnaissance flights. Now, I do have some very good information over the enemy here on this first turn. Obviously, this represents the preparatory work. The groundwork that has been done before the actual campaign here. So go ahead, let the AI fly the reconnaissance. There we go. And now we're going to bomb the airfields. Put the messages level up here a little bit then, just so we get a little bit more into detail. Yeah, so as you can see here, huge losses to the enemy. Looking good so far. Now this is going to be something I do as much as possible. So first turn is going to be really committed to trying to annihilate the Soviet Air Force. I think I'll turn these sound effects down in just a second, actually. Okay. Speed this up. Okay, I'm just going to adjust those settings here. There we go, yeah. Rather loud, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at our first tally of inflicted damage. Okay, yeah, the Soviets have the first ground losses over here. So, AA basically. Now, how much have I lost in the air? So we'll take a look at the air losses. Okay, so I've lost 13 aircraft here. Not too bad, really. Losses are fairly light. The Soviets have so far lost 1,799 planes here. The thing is, the losses to the Soviet Air Force isn't going to be exactly a stinging blow as such. It's going to hurt them in the short term, but a lot of these aircraft that they're losing aren't exactly what you'd call stellar aircraft to begin with. Let's go turn that down just a little bit further, and we're going to go ahead and run this again. So we're going to bomb the airfields once more. We really need to do this as much as humanly possible. Okay. And once more again if I can. Just as many times as possible. We'll go ahead and check on the losses here. So 2,375, we lost a few more aircraft, not many. But this is a turn when we have all the advantages, so we need to just push this as much as possible. So I'm going to do this until I can no longer do this. Okay, we'll double check that. 18, 2,500. Yeah, another 12 aircraft there. I think we're pretty much going to the end of it. Yeah, looks like no more flights are possible now. So, in grand total, we lose 19 aircraft, but we do destroy 2,537 aircraft of the Soviet Union. 364 fighters, 1,435 fighter bombers, 377 tactical bombers, 321 level bombers, and 40 strategic reconnaissance. Which is quite nice. So 2,431 of those was lost on the ground, 82 in air combat, and 24 to operational losses. Now, our own losses there. Yeah, so 15 operational losses. Obviously, that's due to the fact that we are pushing our aircraft to the absolute limit here. It was a pretty rough time being a pilot under the Axis, really. Not much in the way of rest. Okay, 11 level bombers, 2 dive bombers, 1 tactical bomber, 1 fighter bomber, and 4 fighters. Okay, so some nice victories there to actually begin the campaign with. Importantly, it is going to help to rectify the situation here. So as you can see, this was previously, I think it was over 11,000, so we've done some damage here, which is very important. Of course, we're nowhere near to be in, on the same order of magnitude in numbers. We're nowhere near matching them, but we'll try and do that. We will try and do that. Okay. So, we have 29 administrative points here. What I'm going to do here, then, let's see. I do have a first Panzer group here. So that's 20 command points there. I think what I'm going to do here, then, is if I'm able to do so. So I can't transfer the command of Army Group South, but I can transfer the commands underneath Army Group South. So I do have the 17th Army over here. Unfortunately, not able to do so. I'm not able to transfer them. I tell you what, actually, what I can do here, then, let's see. I may not actually have the points to do this. It might be only on a core level that I might be able to accomplish this. Or perhaps I can't do it on the first turn. Yeah, it might be on the first turn, but I'm not able to do this. Okay, that's fine. And it's been a little while since I played one of these, so do forgive me if I do make any bloody mistakes, really. But yeah, we'll do this next time then. I tell you what, guys, I'm so bloody excited about this. I know I'm sounding all bumbling and stuff like this. I'm honestly a hell of a lot more familiar now with one of the Pacific than I am with one of the East. But it feels good to be back. I really am going to try my goddamn best to learn as much as I can about one of these. It's always hard to actually begin the campaign, but we're going to do it basically like this. The units at the back, the infantry will move first, and then we'll just start like that. And what we're going to attempt to achieve here then is going to be rather important. If I can try to make it to Minsk this turn, even better if I could take Minsk, that'd be great. So that's going to come down to potentially, I think we are going to have to attempt to take Brest-Litovsk this turn if I can do so. That is going to allow me to actually then open up that rail line and move on up over here. We are going to look towards taking Minsk, if I can do so. So we're going to obviously bring the armor out here as well. Now, the AI isn't the brightest, but then again, I suppose it's going to go well to represent the blunders that the Soviets made in the opening days of the campaign. So I don't feel too bad about that. I am going to have to attempt to achieve this. I think as far as it goes, I'm going to draw out here the strategic plan that we have in mind here. What I need to do then is cut off the Soviet forces over here, and that'll score us a nice few strings of victories. It will, yeah, will render them off their balance down here in the south, which is going to be important. I need to push on as quickly as possible here. It's a shame that we don't have any armor down here. I mean, we do have some armor, but that, the Romanians aren't going to be active this turn. I believe it's in the next turn when they're active. Yep, so over here we are going to strive towards Minsk, which is somewhere around this region here. So that's going to be the target over here. Not gonna lie, I do love this drawing tool. And as far as it goes, in the north, we're going to be looking towards taking Riga this turn. If I can take Riga, that's going to help me out exponentially. The north is really nice. It's like once you go below like the Baltic area, yeah, things get more difficult as it is harder to convert the Soviet gauge rail. So it's going to cost us a lot more time there, but at least in the north, in the Baltic, we actually do have an advantage. We can actually convert it more efficiently and obviously faster. And if I can take the port over here, obviously the port will receive supply. So in essence, the port will act as almost like a railhead, like a supply head, really. So I need to take any and every port I can, but obviously Riga is a large port, and it is quite a decent settlement. If we could capture some supplies in there, I'd be very happy. But that is really what we're going to attempt to achieve this turn, really. Okay. From there, it's just going to be continuing to try and push our advantage as quickly and really as viciously as possible. So we'll go ahead here, then. So I can't change over the army, but I can try to organize our actual forces here. So what I'm going to do here, then, is go through the actual core headquarters and just figure out what we can do here. Ah, sup there, Toragrimma, how you doing there, my friend? Just in time for us to really begin the campaign. I've been waffling on for a little while, so I'm just going to get into the actual nitty-gritty now. Okay, we do have a number of, well, I'm going to call them reserve divisions over here. Yeah, so this corps is actually not attached. Well, it's attached to Army Group North, but it doesn't actually have a colour. It's not actually attached to an army here. What I'm going to do here, then, is we'll start by organising Army Group North. So, let's see. All. Okay, so 16th Army. It's actually alright there. 18th Army is alright as well. We do have the 4th Panzer Group. We do have this corps as well, so that is the 23rd Corps. So I believe that is the corps I was just looking at. We do have this command over here. Basically, they're going to be on anti-partisan duty and garrison duty, really. Okay. Now, we are quite lucky in the fact that there's no issues with the command points here. So that is rather important. What I'm going to do then is actually just go back here then. So go back. Right, clear the filters. Okay. Yeah, so Army Group North can actually take quite a few more men here. What we might do here then is I might, let's see. 4th Army is of course attached to Army Group Center. I might have the 4th Army transfer to Army Group North. Now, of course, that would help to ease the logistical burdens in the center here. That is certain. How much do I have spare here? I've got 33, okay. Right, let's go ahead and take a look then. So I'm looking at Army Group Center here. So 4th Army. Yep, you're a little bit burdened here. I suppose, does it come down to core level first or head? Yeah, I think we'll start from the top down, really. Probably a good way to go. 4th Army is rather powerful there at 288,000 men. It's not as if they're going to be doing much different, it's just going to alleviate some of the issues here on Army Group Center's command. I could even take a look at changing some of the higher level command positions and those who occupy them. But we're going to begin with a sort of top-down approach to a degree. And I'm going to do that through the organizational elements here. It's going to be difficult, so we only have a limited amount of a limited amount of points here. Okay, where's the 4th army? 4th army's here then. Oh, am I not able to do that? God damn, I keep forgetting. I can transfer calls then. I must not have enough points there. Yeah, I guess I don't have enough for the actual army groups. Well, for the armies, I should say. Or does it depend on the size? Nope, okay. We're gonna have to wait until next turn for me to do a lot of the organisation then to a degree. That's a shame. That's a shame. I was getting really excited for that. Who do you belong to? So that's the 18th Army L Corps. Okay, how much do I have in terms of rail points? 30,553. I do have some rear units over here then. These are static. Can't activate them at this moment in time. Okay. Do have some airfields over here, but they can't move either at the moment. Yep, static, okay. Okay then. Let's figure this out. So we'll go call by call until we can really figure out how best to do this. So, let's see. I might just have, yeah, what we're going to do here then, so I have this call over here, so 24th, or is that 20, I forget which one, I think it's 24th. Okay, you're going to be assigned to 24th call. Do forgive me if I get the Roman numerals wrong. Okay, so you've been transferred over. Interesting as well, because you're basically now free core command. I'm not going to regret that. Okay. You belong to this unit. Intriguing. Okay. We are going to have to look and see what support they have available as well. What I could do then in this first turn, I could transfer potentially a core. That might be the way to go here. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do it like that. Not as quick and simple, but it'll still do. So let's go back over here then. So army groups, not of center, so clear our filters there. I'm gonna go here then, so army. I'm a group north then, let's take a look. Right, so 16th Army has 8. 18th has 6, the 4th Panzer Group has 8. Okay, 4th Panzer Group in over here. This is obviously 9th Army. 9th Army. Is that attached to Army Group Center? It is actually. Okay, I might take these troops then for the 9th Army. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense considering how closely intertwined they are. So we'll take these elements of the 4th Army and have them assigned to, what is this, 16th Army? Double check on 16th Army. 16th Army does have 8 command points spare here then. It might be that they go to the 4th Panzer Group actually. They also have 8. Okay. We'll see what we can get away with then, eh? Where's your core command? Okay. So we'll have this corps then assigned to the 16th Army. That's expensive. 19 administration points to do that. I don't think I'll be able to do that again. Okay. Can we see that reflected on the army groups? Right. That has diminished that ever so slightly. Not by much, but at least it does help to a degree. I don't think I'll be able to do that. So we'll go down then and go core by core as we said, and just transfer additional units then I suppose. It is a little bit strange how some of these divisions are assigned. It's not too bad, really. What I might do then is actually use these divisions and have them fill in the other corps. I'd rather have a full corps than, yeah, that'd make more sense. I think what we'll do then is we'll move them first and then we'll do that. And then at least I can see where the actual reinforcements need to go. That'd make a lot of sense. Okay. The only hard part is really where to begin. So I suppose I'm going to begin in the north over here then. So let's take a look at the actual values. Yeah, the defensive combat values. So of course I can't see the enemies. Well, actually no, we can. I ain't telling no fib there. I'm just so good on used to playing War in the Pacific, so right, where do we want to start our little adventure, should I say? I think we are going to have to look towards the terrain for the most part. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look at the actual terrain. I want to avoid forests. I just want to avoid everything that isn't flat. So let's take a look here then. So we do have the village of Taraj over here, or the town of Taraj. We do have this nice line of events over here. Obviously, we do have to cross the Busa river over here in Lithuania. I could advance through this over here. I want to avoid anything like this. I want to avoid anything that is going to slow me down in any way, really. We need to make it to Riga. We need to get there this turn. If I can take it this turn, I would be happy. So let's take a look then. What do we have at the rear? Now, I do have this command over here. It isn't assigned to an actual army. Let's double check our armies again. It's more than likely going to go to the 18th Army. So let's see here. Army Group North. 16th Army, 18th Army. Yeah, it's going to go into the 18th Army, which is obviously the army here to the north. That makes sense. It's where we're going to be active anyhow. There we go. You don't have any support assigned here. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to do this turn. But I can have the divisions assigned, so that's fine. I could even have them assigned to this corps here, actually. That could make things rather simple. I could then always have that corps moved elsewhere, or really... Yeah, I could have them transferred to another army group entirely, to be honest. There is always going to be a lack of headquarters in certain areas. Especially as we gain more units. Okay. Rightio. So the 254th, I'm going to have you assigned to this corps here then. Not that one, sorry. We're going to assign to this one here. So there, Lord Luba. Good to see you again, my friend. Hi. Yeah, we're playing the Grand Campaign. Going back through it all once again. I'm playing on a custom difficulty here. Let's see, can I show that? What is it? Yep. So, I'm going to keep things here on default for myself. I have increased the Soviets' morale, logistics, transport, and administration. The Soviets have a +1 combat bonus, and I've turned off reduced blizzard effect. I'm hoping that's going to produce a more, I suppose, realistic campaign. I'm playing on many different difficulties, from like hard to impossible, and the thing is, when it gets to impossible, it is like, it's definitely a challenge. Don't get me bloody wrong, it is indeed a challenge, but it's kind of weird. Like, I can remember from playing the Impossible campaign with Good Up Maxentius and Lord Cucumber, that just the simplest thing was rendered, yeah, incredibly hard work. So I think it's going to be a nice balance there. I might adjust it as we go, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. I'll have you move up first. Yeah, we'll use you then just to batter down the defences here. I can have you move over there, but that's obviously going to use more of my points. Shame, really. I'm just trying to think how best to do this. I think it is going to be done here. Right. And the Panzers need their way clearing out here. I need to attack the units from the right direction as well, so we're not going to be attacking from, yeah, it's like this for the swamp over here. I might just, I don't know, it's a case of, it's a very weak unit, so probably best off taking them out. And a lot of these actual border units here, then, the NKVD, yeah, a lot of them were wiped out in the first day. And the NKVD, obviously, almost like an independent, well, I suppose it was an independent branch, wasn't it? practically had its own army at this stage here. Obviously, they were more or less wiped out in the first few days. You should be able to get to Regan on turn 1 on normal. Yeah, it's absolutely right, but I will be able to do it. I just want to make sure I can do it well, really. I'm always really indecisive when it comes to actually starting here. Simmons encircling himself and get into the Romanians, indeed. I want to be able to try and take Minsk in this first turn. If I can take Minsk in the first turn, I'll be quite happy. Okay, we'll get going here. Otherwise, I'm never going to get contact started because I'm just going to waffle on and on. Okay, I do get a little bit more movement here. Issue is this unit is actually, yeah, the 90th rifle is in the swamps over here. I could even potentially just leave, but if I need to get rid of them. Or just cut them off at the very least. Okay. If I move there, I do have 10. So I'm going to move there, actually. Take care of that security unit over here, the 106 NKVD Border Regiment. So we'll have them push up. The 1st Division here to move. Okay. So I'm going to have you assigned to this corps, actually. Would make a lot of sense there. There we go. So I'm going to have them perform a hasty attack over here. I don't think a planned attack is actually required. Yeah. I think they'll be able to do that on a hasty attack. Right, let the first battle begin. I'm going to have to figure out which message level I'd like here. We'll go ahead and take a look at that battle then. Okay. So 45 men lost over here then. 110, yep, but that unit has been forced back. Now, something I'm going to have to take a real keen interest in is actually the production system. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. I think when it comes down to it as well, actually, I'm going to have to go into the... Yeah, I think what we'll do here then, let's see for example. I could set their max table equipment. I could even potentially have it set down to 50. I think for the time being, they are fine. Indeed, I do have a Pioneer Battalion over here that I would rather go back to command. In all fairness, that Pioneer Corps would be very handy. You do have self-propelled infantry. Gun company, yep, okay. So we do have 6 self-propelled guns over here. I think what I might do then is actually have that aside, yeah, so I'll have that to the 41st, so we'll take that then. And this is it. I suppose it might be worthwhile to go ahead and check out through the actual rear echelon. Okay. There we go. We'll have you moved over to the 41st Panzer Corps. Because I don't need it in that. It's wasted in that, isn't it? Absolutely wasted. Construction battalion's fine in here. See, they're having the self-propelled flak company. I can understand why they have them. I think you can leave the table equipment of the security units. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Every truck counts. That's obviously what I'm looking for. Okay, no rogue units over here then, that's fine. Okay, so with the first battle concluded. Now I can push up over here, though that isn't the best idea. What I'm going to do then is actually, I mean this is actually not bad there, it does have 14 defensive combat value there, the swamp. The swamp is a bloody pain in the arse. Let's take a look at the fortifications here. So on the border, yep, there is level 2 fortifications. That's kind of rough. That is indeed kind of bloody rough. I'd rather not have to deal with that, but I don't really have much in the way of choice there. Okay. Oh wow, thank you very much, man, Joshua Malinsky. Thank you for becoming a new patron. Really appreciate it, my dude. Thank you so very much. Okay. I'm just so excited for this campaign. I know it does. I don't know. I hope you guys can actually tell because I'm generally happy to do this. I'm taking a long time because I want to really make this work. I want this to be a success. It's been a long time. I really appreciate it, my dude. Thank you so very much for that, Joshua. Okay. Now I do have this card over here. Oh, thank you very much, first. Oh my god, you guys are awesome today. Thank you so much for that support. Oh man, this is great. Thank you. Right, I'm trying to see if I had a spare core here. I think the only spare core I have is this one, which is absolutely fine. It is going to mean, to be honest, I might have these two divisions assigned over there. It could be done. The only thing I'm worried about is I could maybe use them elsewhere. This unit's going to be a bit of a problem. It is going to be a bit of a problem. See, the advantage here then is I could move this unit even to here, actually. I might move it there. Now, as to whether it could actually commit to a full... Yeah, okay, that's going to be the way we do this. And there's only one division here, so I can actually have the two divisions here. So if the planned attack fails with one division, at least I have two divisions that can perform a hasty attack. And obviously that'd be one of these guys over here. Now the 251st over here. I tell you what, these table equipment's like, holy shit. We are never going to see the like again in the future. Which is absolutely insane. Like, enjoy this now. It's not going to last forever. We're going to lose a lot of his men. Ideally not lose many of them, but it's probably going to happen. Yeah, this swamp is an issue. I could always bypass the swamp. Which is true, but then it means I have to leave troops. I'd like to try and push them out of position just so I'm not having to deal with that crap. Okay. So what I'm going to do here then is we'll take... Now I can take the weaker one. They do have more guns, but obviously they do have less in the way of infantry. You do have 2 armoured cars, I imagine. Yeah. Those are awesome. Quite a few less squads there, actually. You also have your cavalry. Okay, we'll take the 206. So they're going to move up over here then. So I'll move them to this position here. March on up. Yep, so you're moved under the command of that corps. I really need to learn Roman numerals because it would be so much easier. I just don't want to get it wrong. So I'll just double check when it's going to be moved to the right command. Yep, there we go. That's another 2 administration points down the drain there. Okay. Now what we're going to do, move you here. You do have 50 points here. Indeed a new campaign, my dude. Grand campaign as well, so I hope you're going to enjoy this abstract cow. And I love that name, by the way. Right, so I've shifted them there. I do have the opportunity to launch a planned attack. Now, your core is over here. Yep, so you're well within range. So we have here then assigned howitzer battalions, gun battalion, stug battalion, pioneers, construction, road construction. Okay, and that's really good then. So at least we have that going for us. And the pioneers are just so goddamn helpful. Really, really helpful. That's a great name, I like it. It does make me genuinely laugh. Right, let's take a look over here then. Turn that off for the time being then. Ah, thank you, dude. Now, this is gonna be a lot better. I mean, the thing is, obviously, the audio quality is gonna be a lot better. It's like, I know when I launched the first one all those years ago, like, the music was far too loud. But at least with this one, it's gonna be streamed live, and obviously things will be kept in check. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Really nice and interactive, which is gonna be great. And I do waffle on for a very long time. It takes me a very long time to get started, so I'm really bad at that. Right, so experience isn't too great. Supplies ain't fantastic. Okay, morale's low, so that's a good one. Nice advantage for us. Now, I could attack here, and I should be able to defeat them. I'm gonna give it a go. And let's hope for the best here. Ooh, thank God for that. Okay. I was actually kind of worried that we wouldn't be able to do that. I know it sounds really silly, but it's like these opening moves, I really want them to just work out exactly as I would like. We don't see any commitment to the air here, which is understandable, considering the fact that, yeah, we've absolutely exhausted the Luftwaffe in this first turn by having them just full effort on taking out the Red Air Force, really. So that's understandable that they're not exactly in a position to fly over here. Not that I say bad thing. I mean, if we take a look over here, the... Actually, you know what, saying that, yeah, we actually did have a committed 57 fighters and 11 bombers. Okay, yeah, I missed that. I assumed they would be shown over here. Never mind. Getting used to this again. Okay, that's cool. The Red Army here loses, well, the Reds here lose 9 fighters and 8 bombers for their efforts, so that's quite good. They lose 1,300 men in here. Okay, so I do lose 1 piece of artillery, 5 are damaged. 104 men are gone, unfortunately. First casualties of the campaign. Right, they actually do still have movement points available to them. That's great news. So I could move into the Archer Swamp here, but that's not going to do me any good. I could move here then to actually take this. But what I'm going to do here then is, well then again, the core's over here. I'll have them shift here. Now, 18... Oh, they do still have the points here available for a planned attack. What I'll do then is I'm going to launch a... You're actually quite strong here, aren't you? I'll launch a planned attack against this division then. Yep, we massively overpower them. The Reds lose another 5 fighters here. That's very good. There we go, that's what I was looking for. So 17 BF-109 F2s. That's good news. Okay, you are done. But that was nice. That actually worked out really well there. So have a sip of the coffee here. 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, those are the sort of things that we want to happen here. Because when it goes like that... Yeah, it works well. So now that does leave us with another division here. But I can actually move up. So I can have it moved there. I think that's what we're going to do here. So move you to this position. Have you perform a hasty attack here against the 106 NKVD Border Regiment. If only it was 2 hours. Oh dear. See you soon, my dude. Okay, now what I can do then is hit the 90th over here. Sure. Hope you have a good one, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Right, so I can go for a plant attack here. What I'm looking for then is actually 3 hexes wide. I could push them to the other side of the actual river line, which could be quite good. Would obviously make this easy move across this sort of land bridge, I suppose you could call it. I think this division here is going to be earmarked to take that one then. So what I'm going to do here then is bring your core headquarters up. Just behind you. Make sure they benefit from having that support. Now, you don't actually have any support here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the support of other cores. Hmm. Yeah, 756 to go. Right. 74 guns. 55, okay. What I'll do then... so I'm going to give you a K-39 gun battalion. It's not many guns, but it's okay. I am going to throw in there the mixed flag battalion. So 531st. So that's 950mm guns there. And obviously their support. Then over here, we do actually have 12 88mm AA guns here. They're fantastic. Yeah, these are going to be useful. I'm going to need them. I want to make sure that my cores are there to support the units at all stages. Now, the table equipment for this unit is very healthy, which I'm very happy about. Okay, plant attack. And that unit is, yeah, completely, yeah, routed there. Fantastic. That is exactly what I needed there. So he loses 3,358 men there. Now, we lose 49 men, 2 pieces of artillery, and the ones that damage will eventually return to us ideally, well, under ideal circumstances. As you can see there, they were supported by the 531st Gun Battalion, as well as the 19th Luftwaffe Mixed Flag Battalion. Now, there wasn't any air cover flown by either side here. Okay. I do have some points left here, just enough to actually launch a hasty attack, so that's brilliant. Yep, and they are routed as well. 50 men lost here. But the way is now open. That's good. So there is, of course, the NKV, well, the 46 fortified region, I should call it, and I almost said NKVD, but that's fine. Okay, so we have our path open here. So what I'm looking for then is 3 hexes wide. Now I do technically have 3 hexes here, but obviously we need to move this division out of the way. So I'll do that in just a moment. So this division here. Of course I could have them push on further, but I'm going to use these guys to really open up the way. So I have that division march up to this position here, so the 251st will march up. They will be transferred to this core headquarters here then. There we go. Right. And you do have enough for a planned attack here. Now, 251st doesn't have as healthy of a table equipment as other divisions here. It's still strong, don't get me wrong, but obviously it's not up to scratch on paper. So what I'm going to do here then is go for a planned attack, as I don't have any other choice. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to see what these other message levels look like, actually. Okay, you succeeded there. I do have room to launch a hasty attack. I can't advance forward, but I can clear this unit out of the way. Yeah, 109 is doing good there. There's going to be a coffee here, so do forgive the noises if you hear anything. Yes, it definitely looks like it's that artillery support that's doing all the damage here. They actually do hold, okay. Oh, thank you very much, Ben Isaac Crown. Thank you so much for that subscription, my dude. Thank you so much. Now, I do have a thing to like, actually bring that up, but it is kind of like cringy. Let's see. I'll have that brought up in a moment. So if you guys Do you? I don't know how it works exactly. I'm still getting used to all this stuff, but thank you very much for that, I see. Okay, they don't have the... Oh, no, they do have the ability. I'd say it's worth it again. So we'll go once more. Okay. The Luftwaffe's doing very well here. Yeah, that 122mm. Okay, looks like the howitzer took it out there. Okay. I don't know if they'll succeed this time. And they do succeed. Fantastic. Yep, that unit surrenders there. That's what I like to see. Okay, so it did cost us a few men there, but it was worth it. And it is done now. So what we're going to do here then is place these men on, I'd say refit. Though actually no. We'll take a look at this, we'll go buy table equipment and really sort out who needs it more than, well, more than anybody else. So we'll have it left like that. Okay, so we've got our little hole opened up over here. Okay, I'm gonna hope that doesn't get taken out of context. Actually, I realised that sounds kind of weird after I said it. Okay. Now the Soviet forces are here in a blocking position, aren't they, of course? As far as it goes to the Panzers could move up all the way to Riga right now, but we are going to look towards making that easier on them. So, let's take a look here. I do have this division here, but obviously the area is this way. If I could take Hornets this turn, I'd be happy as well. That's quite a nice city to actually, well, to really grab there. I'm just considering, is it worth it to be on this side of the river? It could be. You have... Right, okay. Now the issue is advancing on Kaunas. I was going to say Kaunas. I know I'm butchering the pronunciation, so do forgive me. Yeah, there is a big old river here. There is obviously the swampy terrain as well. What I'm going to do here, then, is I think I might have it switch commands. The reason for that is I could actually have it advance up over here. Which would be quite nice. It would allow me to take out one of these other units here. Or I could even have it moved up over this way. It would free up my forces over here just to advance straight on up. Yeah. Okay, what we're going to do here then is I'm going to have this division move up. I'm going to say to about this position here. So it'll take this out, and then what I'll do is actually split it into 3 parts, and then we're going to have it just to like sort of block off these units over here. Then obviously I can trap them, encircle them, and yeah, that one division can deal with them the next turn. I could of course move one of these extra divisions over here, but I think this is actually worth more, as at least I do have units available next turn that are going to be able to, yeah, take those out in the following turn. So that's fine, that's fine. I think that's probably a nice move. I don't need 4 divisions doing this. So we do have some spare there. Okay. What do you guys think then? I think it might be the best way to go. So what I'll do then is take you. You're going to be transferred to this position here. And I could even have you pushed up there, but obviously you do lose some of that movement capability. And I could even have you push up over this way, but obviously you're not going to be able to do much. You're not going to be able to really attack, are you? So I wouldn't say it's worthwhile. So I'll have you push that. It does help me to fill out this core as well. Okay. Probably use the last of my administration points there. Ooh, actually it's 1. Okay, so I do still have 2 remaining, so that's not too bad. Okay. Now I'm going to say a hasty attack will be enough to deal with this. Let's see, you are going to be entrenched at level 2. But yeah, you just he's too goddamn weak. You can definitely see that the Soviet artillery does do some damage. 122mm howitzers, really. Yep, they surrender. That's exactly what I wanted there. So, I mean, I could even move up here, but what I'm going to do then is... I'll use that unit after, actually. I'll wait for the other ones to move. Okay, so I've opened this up. Now with this open, it does mean I can move on here. Yeah, so I want to clear these men out of the way and just shift them out of the road. Have them shifted, like, down this way. That's meant to be an arrow, by the way. I'm not... I need to upgrade this so I can have it draw the arrows for me, because I can't draw arrows for anybody's business. Okay. I'm looking forward to having these menus. We do have an FBD over here as well. I think when it comes to the rail line... Probably have to be that one. Though... I'm just considering here then, is it worthwhile to actually have this FBD group from Army Group North actually assigned to Army Group Center? Possibly. At the moment it's going to be working on the rail line to corners. Well, counters. The rail lines really aren't that great round here. They're not exactly what I'd be looking for. I suppose that's probably the best bet. I could even have them move on this more southern one. But it's really this point here. I need to either take this point here then, or take this point here. God. Or if I have them shifted further south... Yeah, again, same issues. We'll decide on that one, but I suppose they're probably just going to have to constrain this area. It's either that or they move up over here. And I might have them move up over here, actually. I suppose it might be better to go further to the north to a degree, as at least I'll be looking at taking Minsk this turn anyhow. If I can take Minsk, at least that as a supply centre available for me, an operational centre, just all the logistics of there, really. And if I can capture some fuel and supply, that'd be really great. Would definitely ease my burden. Oh, I do have 2 here, actually. I might legitimately have this one just sent down to Soviet Army Group Center then. I could even have it sent down to the south in to some degree, but I think that'd be too much. I think the center's probably going to be where it's best used. We'll decide on that once we get there. Okay. Those men are static. You don't have that much in the way of movement there. I think what we'll do then is actually push you here. So I do have these security divisions over here, don't I? So I could use them. So push you there. You do still have 25 available to you. Now that is a tough unit over there. In Krentinga. So what I'll do then is actually shift your headquarters up over there. Do I have anything else I could potentially give them? I could give them some heavy rockets, but I'd rather that go elsewhere. I could give them self-propelled flak, but meh, not particularly great. I suppose we might give them a machine gun battalion. Yeah, I'll give them a machine gun battalion. Take a look at that, the 531st. There we go, the 10th machine gun battalion. So that does come with some extra squads, it does come with some anti-tank rifles. Yeah, plenty of the MG-34s there. Also, surprisingly, some tanks and mortars, so it says machine gun battalion, but it's actually more like an all-in-one. Yeah, they're fantastic. Okay, at least you do have some additional support there behind you. So we'll go ahead and launch a planned attack. Obviously that table equipment is lower as well, so it's going to be tough. But hopefully we'll be able to take the town over here. I don't think it'll happen, but at least it'll soften them up anyway. Come on, guys. If they can pull this off, I'd be happy. I don't expect them to do it, but hey. So they do have the 521st support in the 10th Machine Gun Battalion and the 52nd Self-Propelled Flak Company. Taking some losses there, but then again, that's to be expected. It isn't a full... it's not an impressive infantry division, it's just got a nice position, really, there in the town. Yeah, they do hold this time, though. That's a shame. War's fairly bloody of the battles we've had. I do have enough for a hasty attack over here. I could go for another hasty attack here, potentially. Now, I know that would succeed there. We'll try it one more time. One last throw of the dice there from the 253rd Division. Yeah, those 122mm howitzers are doing a number on us. I mean, it definitely looks as if those howitzers are the ones causing a lot of the damage here, which is to be expected, really. Oof, that hurt there. It's nice to be able to see this sort of level of detail. You can really understand what is actually causing the damage. It's also good to see what is actually being destroyed. This is actually quite a bloody battle, and they will hold again. Yeah, okay. War's close this time. Well, close there. Okay, so that has hurt the 253rd Division there. But it has weakened this one to a point where it will be broken. I could have taken that out of the way, but there's no real need. I can just have it pinned against the actual sea, well, the Baltic there. Okay, so that's basically all the rear units over here. Okay. So this is it, I could effectively just bypass them. So what we're going to do here then... Can this be broken up? It can be, that's great. I mean, these aren't really... I mean, they do have, obviously, good troops in them, but they're not exactly meant to be frontline units, are they? We're not really equipped like that. So what I'll do then is place a unit here. And that division's going to remain there. Place a, well, regiment over here. Suppose I'll place a regiment here then as well. At least we have that covered now. Okay. So let's take a look at this then. How do we want to do this? I think what I need to do then is... And effectively that's fine. What I need to do is open this up here. So I need to shift these units out of the way. I don't have to per se... But I'd rather do that than cross the rivers. I'd rather avoid that. I was trying to think really how I want to do this. Yeah, okay. So I think the way we're going to take this then is, it might be I just push, I don't know, I'm going to have to do it really either way, aren't I? I was hoping maybe I could just push one division out of the way, but I'm not going to be able to do so. So what we're going to do here then is like push you up over here, or I could push you here. Maybe even there. I do get the most bang for my buck out of this position here. Obviously it will dislodge the actual headquarters here as well. But the headquarters isn't an actual concern, is it? Yeah, so I'll move you here. The 58th Infantry Division's going to march on it. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to move up the actual headquarters. So what do we have in this then? So I do have Bicycle Reconnaissance Battalion over here. I was hoping they would be shown in bicycles, that'd been awesome. I mean, hey, a bloody effective mode of transportation. Really effective. So we have a 436 gun battalion, 635. Yeah, this is actually a much better supported unit. Panzer Jaegers. Yeah, plenty of anti-tank support over here. Self-propelled flak. Okay. So pretty good. Pretty good. I will be given the vast majority, basically all self-propelled flak is going to be going towards the actual Panzer units. I mean, I don't know, maybe some of these self-propelled could go towards the actual, yeah, it could go towards maybe, like, some of the infantry units. But I think we'll be alright now. So what I'm going to do here, then, is I could launch a plant attack, but I don't think that's actually necessary. They only have 3 defensive combat value there. So I'm going to launch a hasty attack with the support from the headquarters. Saying that, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to double check on the manual. I don't know if you gain support from the actual headquarters or whether it's just failed the roll there. Okay, they are forced retreat. That's good, Ben. So we still have actually a remarkably nice amount of points here. That's very good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, how do we take this? So I could move to this position here. Obviously, that would move the headquarters out of the way. I could hit that division there again. I don't know what this is. Can I get some reconnaissance on that? Does it reveal anything? So there's a headquarters here, then. Okay. What I'm going to do here, then, is, let's see. Fuck me, that's a lot of fires. In fairness, I think the strategic reconnaissance is going to have to go towards the actual Panzer, airfields, really. Where are they, actually? Do they not have them yet? I'm sure certain armies have their own airfields. Yeah, like here. 4th Army Airbase. Okay, well, we'll go back to that in the future. Okay. Now, I could attack you without having to cross the river, which is good. You're also in clear. Though you are in town, so that's hard. Not bad there. That's, yeah, I could take that quite easily. So, do I push here? That would obviously dislodge this. Same movements over here. Obviously, I'm still going to have to take care of this. I could always have another unit move here. And to be fair, the other units are over this way anyway, so that's not too bad. But then again, maybe we concentrate on this. Oh, God. Every little choice matters here. Yeah, well, it's not really that terrible of a choice, really. I think what I'm going to do here, then, is... Dislodges that, but that doesn't matter. I mean, that division's in a good spot there. And the good news is we're not really having to bother with the fortifications anymore. So actually double check that, make sure I'm not talking out my arse. Yeah, they do have some fortifications here. Okay. I'll shift over here then to the northern area, then to the light woods here. So, oh there, wow, okay, so that is a AT artillery brigade then. Yeah, that's absolutely no bloody threat there. That's no issue. Okay, yeah, I feel that's good then. That's good. Okay. So I could go for a planned attack, but I don't even think a planned attack is required there. Now, we're attacking... They are in a town, granted. It might be worth it just to go for the planned attack. I think we'll go for the planned attack, just to make sure. They do have a really good table equipment, so they'll be alright. Yeah, they receive support here from the 633rd, the 660th Pioneer Battalion, and the 402nd Bicycle Reconnaissance Battalion. That's very good. Now, there's 367 AFVs in this formation over here. I do wonder when we actually encounter our first KV-1s then. That's going to be really intriguing. Oh, they actually do hold. That's actually impressive there. Okay. Now, we do still have some points to actually attack again. Let's just go ahead and double check that battle then. Okay, 38 men are lost. Yeah, they do lose quite a few there. I reckon they'll crack this time. And unfortunately, I don't have any support other than the fighters, which ain't bad, don't get me wrong. So yeah, we'll go another planned attack over here. I reckon they'll break them. Oh, I do lose a BF-109 though, that's a shame. T-26s. Still not bad, still not bad. The Finnish actually did quite well with them. It's actually rather intriguing when it comes to the Finns, really, and how effective they were with captured vehicles. Oh, whoa, and they're shattered. Fantastic. Yeah, that unit is just gone. Completely gone. So that was worthwhile. It does also score us the actual township over here, and that is 57 tons of supply liberated there. That's nice. We can actually make use of that. Okay. I think what we'll do now then... I think I'll use this unit here, considering that they are in service here, aren't they? Issue is obviously they're here. Ah, sucks. Okay, I suppose we are going to have to push this unit out of the way. I did obviously ease it up, so that's not too bad. Yeah, they're forced back. I'm gonna get rid of that unit there. In lying fairness, for what I'm gonna lose from the zone of control... Well, from what I lose attacking here, I can... Yeah. I would have lost from zone of control anyhow. So I think this is worthwhile. Yeah, you can see there, not much lost. Okay, so what I could do here then... Oh, can't move there. Not exactly what I was looking for. I could move there, score more territory. I mean, I could even split it into 3 there to corral that unit, but that's fine. I can just use the security forces for that. I'd have the ability to attack there. I could take that rough terrain. I suppose we'll advance over here. It is going to project that zone of control. Plus, we also do stop the Soviets from taking that rough ground over there, which would... wouldn't be hard to kick them out, but it'd be a pain in the arse. What the bloody hell's your command? Oh, is this it? Ah, okay, I see. I see. Right, these are some very impressive divisions. I am not kidding about that. Right. 8. 9. 7. Okay. 6. 4. Thinking I'm doing the bloody Thunderbirds intro there, aren't I? Okay, so we have a 80 artillery brigade there to stop us. Not exactly impressed. Watch it now, be the bloody one to stop me, won't it? That'd bloody shut me up, wouldn't it? But that's good, yep, the way is open now. So what I could do here then is obviously advance on further, and I'm going to do that. It is going to achieve what I want here. So it's 5 there, 5 there. If I move there, it does clear that headquarters out of the way. I feel bad for you guys watching. Like, I don't think you guys realise how long I'm going to spend on this. It's going to be a long-ass time. Okay. But it is going to be worthwhile. And besides, it is part of fun, isn't it, to do this sort of, like, overly analysed campaign. Supposedly it's something I do all the time. I just think it's just because I'm so bloody indecisive when it comes to it. But yeah, I mean, I could advance that. Obviously, that's going to lose a lot of movement. We are looking at a AT, and that looks like a motorised unit there as well. Let's see, can I... Ooh, oh, there we go. Thank you very much there, Lancer, for the following me. That's awesome, my dude. Yep, I see. That's such a pansy-ass little, like, ringtone, isn't it? That's awesome. But thank you very much for that, Lancer. Okay, run some reconnaissance here. Thankfully, 4 BF-109s escorting the 2 Focke-Wulf 189As. Okay, do I gain any information there? No, okay, no more information. I do have a little bit more detection there. That's not too bad. Detection 10, yep, so we know pretty much everything about them. Should have actually checked what that detection was beforehand, but that's fine. Okay. So, we're going to have you advance. I'm going to have to advance the headquarters, but at least we do have this here now, so that's fine. You can see there's a headquarters over here with plenty of airfield. Okay. Plenty on the airfield, I should say. What I'll do is actually move here. Yeah, so that dislodges the actual headquarters. What I'm going to do here now is shift up the actual headquarters. Core headquarters, okay. Now, I think a hasty attack here will be fine. The 217th is looking pretty good there, only 5 damage squads, and pretty much ready to go there. So go with a hasty attack. It's definitely a case of artillery being king here. Motherfucker holds, god damn it. Okay, should have gone with a full attack there. Surprising, really surprising. I think a hasty attack would do it again, but then again it's a case of, well, we've been soured before, and I'm not going to have much else in terms of movement, so I'll go for a plant attack. I do have support here from the 660th Pioneer Battalion. Yeah, now they definitely succeed. They don't shatter them, but I don't lose much in the way. Now, they are not able to move here, so I suppose I might have buggered myself from doing that. But that's fine. That's fine. I mean, what I could potentially do here then is, let's see, do I have any additional movement? No, not with them. So we'll keep it formed up together. That's fine. Okay, we'll take our headquarters. So I do have one more division of this corps here. So now what I can do here... 125th Rifle Division. Are they dug in at all? They're no longer dug in now, that's good. I mean, we dislodged this unit here, so obviously that fortification there. And load, I could actually take control of that fortification, actually. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, these fortifications over here, if I could actually hold on to them, I bloody well would do. They're freaking awesome. We're gonna have to dig them ourselves in the future. I'll look at dislodging this unit here. I just need to move them off the actual central, let's call it a causeway. Yeah, call it a causeway, sounds cool enough. Okay, move there. I do have more movement. It's right next to the actual headquarters. Okay, oh wow, that's actually fairly weak looking there. It is a motorized division at an AT artillery brigade. Okay, I'm going to go with a planned attack. I don't want to be going half-assed on this. We saw how it doesn't always work. So we'll go full in this, and we should succeed here. There we go, yeah, and we force them back. And yeah, we route the motorized, that is fantastic. Okay, so I either advance on there or I advance here. I think if I move here, I'm not... I could maybe launch a hasty attack, but I don't think it'll work, considering there is a armored unit at a rifle division there. Now, I could move there, but what I'm going to do here then is actually move to the north. Score a little bit more there on the zone of control. Okay, so that is the core finished as far as it goes for movement there. Okay. Now then, who's going to step up to the plate? Check on our movement. So as you can see, that is better there. I'm going to have to just move these forces. But the thing is, at the moment, we've got this going on here. What I need to do is just shift these forces just a little bit further back, and then we're good to go. And that looks like headquarters and basically airfields. Now, that is actually a fairly decent unit there. That would be the 28th Tank Division. Is it possible for me to run any additional reconnaissance? I'd like to do it again if I can do. In fairness, I could have it, like, done manually. Oof. Yeah, if I increase the detection level, obviously that's going to result in better, well, better attacks, is better everything, isn't it? If you know what you're going up against, you just can do a lot more. But I do lose one there. That crash is okay. Right, let's see. Can I run reconnaissance here? Okay, not getting any more information there. We do see an army command over here, so that is the 8th Army. We do see the Baltic command over here. Look at all those defensive guns. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to say it's just these guys over here. And in fairness, I don't even need to dislodge this one. I might not even need to dislodge them, in all honesty. I mean, that is going to cause some issues there. Of course, it's still in its starting position there, but I might just have it encircled by the, well, the security forces over here, to be honest. Probably the best case. Yeah, I might look at actually just securing this position here. The river line is fine. I might just push them back and then I think we'd be all good to go there. So let's take a look then. What I'm going to do here then is have this headquarters push up to this position here. What does it have in terms of support here? Bicycle, reconnaissance, gun battalion, Panzer Jaeger. Okay, Panzer Jaeger's good. Actually, I'm looking at the bloody one I was looking at before. So that's the first goal, yeah, okay. Nice amount of howitzers now, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, so it's the first corner I'm gonna be using now. Okay. That's a nice amount of support there. Gun battalion, slug battalion, yep, howitzers, plenty of howitzers. That's quite nice. 150s. Ooh, that's a nice amount of 150s. Oh, yes. 210s. Holy moly. Yeah, those 210mm howitzers are going to be really bloody good. Good size, those bad boys. Oof. That is girthy. That is indeed girthy. Hello there, Fetty. You just arrived at the right time to find me talking about the girth of one's barrel. This series is going to be my own grand campaign. Now, we've only really just begun this. I've spent a long time faffing about, but we are starting to actually move things. It's probably going to take quite a while for me to do the first turn, because I'm bloody like that. But yeah, this is going to be the new grand campaign. Okay. It's good to see you, though, my dude. Good to have you. Right, then. Let's take a look at what we have available. These are some bloody good divisions. Loving it. Having these full table equipment. Oh. I have a custom difficulty here. I might adjust it as the game goes on, really. But I've got the Axis on 100, so obviously normal here. But I have strengthened the Soviets. I might adjust it as we go on here. Okay. Now I could have that division move there. Though, I think I might just have this infantry division push on up, to be honest. I do have more options, so what we'll do here then is, let's see. I'll take this division here, considering that you do have a little bit more movement to get there. Issue is this division's like projection its zone of control around it, so that's making things a little bit harder. What I'm going to do here then, I can move this security division here. Can I move it there in part? No. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'll take the 21st Infantry Division over here. I'm going to shift the actual headquarters to make sure that they are as close as possible. I tell you what, that's actually quite impressive there, yeah. Okay, so we can see this has been revealed as the 2nd Tank Division and the 125th Rifle Division. As expected, yeah, quite a difficult nut to crack. I might consider giving them some direct support. I could give... Well, actually, what I'm going to do here then is... This is going to go to the core. So I think I will give the 1st Corps here. I'm going to give them... So we have motorized here, mixed flak. I'm going to give them the mixed flak battalion. Right, there we go. It is the 12 A8mm I'm looking for, really. Okay. So I do have quite a few points to play with. Oops. They aren't entrenched, so that does help me out. What's the terrain here? Oh, it's a township as well. Yeah, that's the difficulty here. We'll go with the planned attack. We'll probably have to do this twice, if that even succeeds. Now, I haven't got as much support as I was hoping for. Do have some air support. I do have some support for the 511th, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I think they will hold here. It is quite a strong blocking force there. Okay. Yeah, so I imagine they're gonna hold. Oh no, oh wow, okay, that's fucking fantastic. Yeah, the 2nd Tank Division and the 125th is actually pushed out of position at heavy losses at that. Fantastic result there. Fantastic result. I actually didn't expect us to actually do that. That is brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's see here. I actually do have some options. I could have this division move there, which could see that cut off. But then again, it's not going to do me any good, is it? So what I can do instead now is I'm going to try and put these units in check. So I'll place a regiment there. Regiment here. And then one just to the south. Okay, so that's going to block this river here. All about, yeah, that access to Riga. They did very, very well there. Very well. Now then. I could advance this position here, but that's not going to do me any good. I think it's the case of just pushing up over here onto the actual headquarters. So we'll do that right now. Let's got myself some more control here to the north. Scatter them to the winds as well. There we go. We don't capture the town. 300 tons of supply, that'd be awesome. We'll not capture all of that, but we might capture an element of that. Okay, now I do have this division here. It can't move as far forward as I would have hoped. What I could do then is actually have it used to secure this area. Which I think I might do, actually. But I will have it placed over there. Yeah, I mean, I could have it there, but I don't think it's going to do me any good. There's an element to say moving there. Well, I don't think it does me any good, though, does it? I'd have to then cross the river. What I'm going to do then is actually place you over here. It's a shame as well, I was hoping I could confront that armoured unit. Okay. I do score control of the town. We do force that routed unit back. And what do we score here then? 29 tons of supply. That's going to come in handy. Okay. We'll have to adjust the position of the actual core headquarters. Make sure that they're actually on the railhead, to be honest. Ah, there we go, 18th Army Air Base. I knew there was one. Totenkopf as well. Okay. So, that is pretty much the movements here from the 18th Army this turn. I do have some extra elements here, well with Elcor. So I could have Elcor move up over here. I don't think it's going to do me too much. I think with Elcor, I might have used perhaps even last. So I do have an SS unit over here then. That's interesting. Okay. Now, we do have this position here. This rifle division is in a really annoying position. It does make things a little bit hard on me. I have control of this rail line, which is good. I don't have control there, that's not good. Then again, it's way too close to an enemy division over here, isn't it? Though, I'll tell you what. We'll move you up via rail line. Or I could even use, I'll tell you what, yeah, okay. I'll have you move up via rail. Take you off the train. Okay, what I'm going to do here then. Move you there. Not gonna lie, instantly regret that movement. I'll throw in, throw the dice down. Don't think it's gonna happen. Should have moved there. I know some of them are obviously down in Romania. Just trying to figure out which is the best, really. They don't succeed. Yeah, it's a shame. Should have moved them there. Bit of a pain in the arse. How many aircraft killed so far? Okay. So far, we've destroyed 2,654 Soviet planes here. To our 26. Most of them being operational losses, to be honest. Yeah, 20 of our 26 losses were operational. 5 air-to-air, 1 flak. So not too bad, really. We have pushed our bombers very hard this turn. Okay, I guess I'll have the FBD move up this way. Okay. I think the Panzer forces are just going to be left to the last here. So I do have the 10th Corps over here. Their mission's fairly easy. Whoa, the 30th. Bloody hell, they're powerful. They are indeed bloody powerful. Holy moly. Good morale. Ah, thank you very much there, Toffino, for following me. Really appreciate it, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that 90 morale's really impressive. 70 there, 90 there. Bloody impressive. 80 morale. They're a very well-motivated unit, aren't they? Yeah, Jesus, that's a very well-motivated unit. That is really good. Good to have you watching, my dude. Good to have you. Okay. This is just overkill. I think what we'll do here then... I'll have the 126, well then again, actually what we'll do here then... I'll take the 122nd... Sorry, the 123rd Division. Yeah, there's probably a few more around there. Ah, thank you very much, Feta, for following. Okay, we'll have the 123rd. Plenty of support there, plenty of support. That is what I like. That's awesome. And surprisingly, they are forced out of position. That's what I like to see. I'm going to use this division here to open this, well, open a hole in their lines. And the thing is, I could have obviously attacked that unit. I mean, I think what I might do then is actually, if I cut it off, it'll rout. It might be worth just routing it, to be fair. I'll move to that position. I don't secure this town, but that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and go with a hasty attack. I could attack across the river, but I don't think it's worthwhile. It's like I'm going to take a big penalty there and not really gain anything from doing that. I can attack it from another position. Okay, so we're going to push the 16th... Sorry, elements of the 16th Rifle Corps, but the 5th Rifle Division is going to be pushed out of the way. It's not like we have a choice in that one, really. We'll then begin to advance further. Yep, they move. I might be able to even rout them next turn. Well, in this next attack. Right, we'll push back down here. I'll go for a planned attack to the south. It's all about making the best use of our divisions. Just doing as much as we can with them while we have them. As it leaves other units freed up to actually proceed, really. Which is what I like to see. Yeah, they're forced retreat. That's what I like to see. Hello there, Warner. How you doing there, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I've still got some movement here, so I can push back the NKVD, so this is the 107th. Throw them back with fair ease, really. You can definitely see how effective artillery is. This is what we need to really preserve, is just our bloody artillery. Because we can't afford to be routed, we can't afford to be, like, encircled. That's not going to do us any good. Okay, so that one division there has done a fine job. It has opened up the front lines. Now, I do have some other divisions here that could be of use. I don't want to move this unit here until that has been taken out. So what I'm going to do then is move this one here. Yep, you could move there. Obviously, that would take this over here. Okay. What I'd like to do is try and push them. So what I mean here is, like, push them down this way. I don't want them to be pushed towards Kaunas, because obviously that's going to make my bloody job harder. So ideally, they're pushed southwards. Now, actually, I'll move to this position. What do I have here? 80 artillery brigade? Okay. I can do a hasty attacks here. Right, move you there. Right, hasty attack to the north. Indeed. I was hoping that'd be forced across the river there. God damn. Okay. Right, hasty attack to the south. There we go. Fairly light losses, that's good to see. Bloody swamps, so that's the only issue. Okay, we'll push you out of the way. Yeah, of course they're pushing to the goddamn swamp. Not what I would have wanted there. Right, move to the north. Right, this division is now cut off, so when it is defeated it should rout. I could move across, but is there really any need for that? No, not really. Okay. We'll go for a planned attack. If I can open up this way here, across the river, that'd be nice. To the north of the city, at least I could get around here. Depends if they even break. Ideally they do, ideally. They're very under strength. Yep, oh good, they round. That's very nice. I lose an aircraft. Okay. Shift to the south. You do have 12 available here. I could try and hit the NKVD. I'll hit the NKVD. I don't have enough for the planned attack. Should be enough. They do massively outnumber them, like 16 times. Yeah, they retreat. And then finally a hasty attack here to the south. That's what I need. Okay, so that way has been opened really quite effectively by 2 divisions. And the good news is we're going to continue to weaken. Yeah, oh, they're fantastic. Yeah, routed as well. Great job. Shame you don't have any more movement, but you've done a good job there. What I'm considering now is I do have that immensely strong division. And that would be very handy to use against the city here. But I'd have to, yeah, I don't really have much in the way of movement there. What I'm going to do here then is, so I could shift it there, I could shift it there. No need to attack across the river. Okay. You actually do have enough to perform a hasty attack as well, so that's nice. I could at least have a little bit extra support there. So I'll move across the river. And I'm going to launch a plant attack with the 30th Division. 30th, bloody fantastic troops. And this is it, I need to keep their morale up. That's what we really want there. Just look at that type of equipment. Okay. I'm just hoping that we don't lose the battle here. I don't want to lose that morale that I do have. So what I'm going to do here then is actually move up their support. I might even move it on top of them to make sure they have direct access to that. Okay. That, and let's take a look. In supply 9 movement points. Okay. That's fine. Right. Planned attack. Let's hope for the best. 16 BF 109s. We do have 3 howitzer battalions there in support. Nice amount of artillery. Yeah, that division, it's well entrenched. It's not terribly strong, it's just more so well entrenched. Ideal we can kick them out. And we are using probably one of the strongest divisions here in the north. I mean, that morale is makes a massive difference. Yeah, they hold, as expected. So I'll take one more attack. Which is fine, the 30th isn't going to be doing anything much after this. This is our job here. Root out this one division. Come on. I can always attack again after, but I'd rather not. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, they are forced to retreat, but they're going to be easy pickings now. I do lose another aircraft here. They do lose 1,000 men on the retreat. Not the best. Not what I would have wanted, but hey. I can launch a hasty attack. We'll launch that hasty attack, then it might be enough to just send them scuttling. Yeah, that air support actually did affect us there, that's a shame. I've got to have aerial supremacy, or we are going to be picked apart from the air. It is a massive advantage to be able to control the aerial theatre. Oh, they just had to, didn't they? They just had to do that, you son of a bitch. But you move into my trap. You just activated my trap card. They've got nowhere else to go now. No air support. I actually do have some Junker 88s over here, which is nice. There we go, now they're out. Okay, so, some might argue, was that worthwhile? I'm going to say yes, as it does open up this path over here, which is really important. And the good news is I'm across the river. What I can do here then is, let's see. I could actually probably encircle the city this turn, actually. Well, obviously we'll be able to do that. But let's see then. I don't know what we have here. 16th Rifle Corps. I'm going to advance across the river. There we go. Okay. Not like there was headquarters and potentially even an airfield there. I do secure 5 tons of supply, but we also secure this forward position. Now, what I'm going to do is move these guys up over here. Though in fairness, I could have them just moved here. Yeah, just in supply. Works for me. Okay. So that's good news then. So, this position here, I might look to just encircle, which is doable. These forces aren't anywhere near the difficulty that we've dealt with up here to the north. So that's good. It's just all about opening this way up, really. I do have plenty of forces available to move. Which is looking nice. Yeah, so now the Panzers have no issues to move up. Yeah, as you can see, that is even better. That's what I like to see. Uh-huh. Might be a potential possibility here. So I could have this unit moved up via the rail lines. It's a shame I don't have... I mean, I do have a motorized. I could potentially use in Totem... Yeah, I might use the Totenkopf to actually... I could use them to actually cut units off. The reason being, granted they can move all the way up to Riga, but they can't move onto Riga. So the reason why I'm thinking this is it's going to make use of them due to the fact that they're on the rear echelon. So it's like, for example, I can cut everything off here by just moving to this position here. Obviously they still have the ports, but oh well. I'm going to just basically have one division maybe and a security force assigned to clear this northern area. Amazingly, yeah, we don't want to get trapped over here. We do not want to be trapped in the Courland pocket ever. Okay. I do have a infantry division over here. They could be shifted there. And is that bloody division? That's going to cause me issues, but I'll have to cut it off. That's definitely doable. Okay. It's all about clearing the path now for these Panzers. So we'll try and do that as efficiently as possible. Yep, we do have a 32nd over here. Then another very well-motivated division. Another well-motivated division here in the 12th. Okay. Now these troops over here are going to be entrenched. Yep. But it's only this first one that is going to be any issue. So we'll begin the planned attack. Look at all that support. That is a whole bunch of support there. Yep, force retreat. Do take out some more of our aircraft. Not much. Still. Doing a good job. Okay. Issue is, I might be better off just looking to rout these units. It genuinely might be the best way to do this. So what I'm going to do here then. I'll move there. Kick the NKVD out. And then I can move a division down here to south. Cut that unit off there, and then we'll just rout them. Okay. Move behind them. That's a strong division there, the 5th Tank Division. So what I'm going to do here then is move their headquarters up. We'll have a crack at them. They're tough. But we'll give it a go. If anything, it's going to weaken their position. Nice amount of Junkers 88 support there. Come on, guys. No, they don't succeed. Not far off, though. Not far. They do have another one in them. But yeah, their defense there is 12. I'll give it another go. There's always that chance. Nah, that division isn't going anywhere this turn. It is going to weaken them, but I think it might be worthwhile. I'm trying to use as little divisions to do as much as possible, really. The sort of reasoning behind this logic is, well, if it's this division that is doing all the heavy work, at least it does spare the other divisions. They do barely hold, though. It was looking good there. Yeah, okay. That's fine by me. I do have another 2 divisions here. Yeah, that is a little difficult. Okay. You're way too good to waste like that. Move this division here. Okay. The 26th division can launch a hasty attack. Yeah, they disintegrate. Right, now this is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to push up here. And we'll go with a planned attack to the south. I'm just going to try and surround units and rout them if I can do, really. Come on, guys. Do a good job for the fielder. I suppose the advantage of playing this game is at least we don't have to engage with, obviously, the horror of the war here. I mean, this is, of course, a war game, representing the clear Wehrmacht, so... And that... Yeah, that's nice. So it is an incredible... Just, yeah, incredibly hard win. So I'm glad that we don't have to engage with that. We can enjoy the game for it being a game, really. Okay, so they don't actually succeed there, which is actually impressive. It's going to be a bit of a knock to their morale there, but that's fine. Now they succeed. Okay. Move you to the south. Right, a hasty attack here should be fine. That 203mm. Some of these divisions actually do have some pretty impressive kit. Right, that pushback, that's what I need. Okay, they surrender. That's good. The good news is at least I can gain some of those actual weapons there, which is really bloody good. It's not going to be until October I can use them, but fine. And let's take a look over here then. So, production filters on, show type. We'll go to captured. I've just not captured anything here at the moment. I'm gonna say yes, and that's a shame. I was hoping they might pick something up by now. Okay, move you there. I consider moving just the north, but at least this is a more efficient use of them. I mean, we are well supported here. Pioneers, howitzers, and the self-propelled flak is very good. Right, our force back. Okay, well, we don't have much room here, so we're gonna attack them again. Yep, skip that one just because we knew the result was going to be a success. Okay, so they're kind of spread out. I do want to cut that off. Maybe I'm spending too much time faffing about 2 divisions there. It's just I want to, like, cause a lot of damage. That, These 2 divisions can actually do a good job over here, actually. Or I could have them assigned elsewhere. As well, I've got to bear in mind. Right, so move this back here. I know it seems like a waste, but I'm going to use that security division to do that. Or can I use an element of that security division to do that? No. Okay. Right, the security division is going to do that. Yeah, you don't have an attack. Okay. Planned attack. Good amount there of aerial support, that's what I like to see. Now I'm hoping they'll be routed. And of course I could have had them surrounded and basically destroyed the turn after, but that'll slow me down in this turn. I want to go around them. So if they're routed, yeah, they're not going to be of any use next turn either. So that's fine, we can always catch them in the future. They'll take tremendous losses as well. And they're already beating up these divisions anyhow, so they should fall easy. I'm just trying to clear the way to corners. Well, counters. How the fuck you say it? It's gonna be one of those things, guys, where I just gonna fail on a lot of the pronunciations. Yeah, and they route there. Fantastic. That's what I was looking to do there. Now, some might say, was that worth it? Maybe, but it got the job done. So I can then move up over here. I could even move there, but that's not going to do me any good. So we'll move here. Okay, we'll go with a planned attack, try and drive out the 5th tank division from here. 506 Howitzer Battalion is in support here. 7 Junker 88As. 16 BF-109 F2s. May even take another attack. Hopefully be able to drive them out. Ideally I can route them. Okay, they do hold this time. Oh, you son of a bitch. But I can attack this one to the south here. It's a strong bloody division, isn't it? The 126 should give way. They're very weak. Yeah, they give. The planet will break before the guard. Okay, so that leaves me one division over here that is fully able to move up. I mean, I could cross here. And it is probably better to do that. I could I could probably throw in an attack there. I don't even know what's in here, actually. Right, there's a motorized. If only it had been like a... if it had been just like airfields, that would have been great, but okay. I don't know, they could maybe take it from there. I just think it's one of those of where... I don't know. I mean, what is the actual terrain as well? Yeah, so even if I move there, it's across a river. That's a tough bloody nut, isn't it? It's in a really good position. I'd have to move up there, but I can't, so it's going to be here then. That's fine, I guess. I think I will, if I'm able to do so, assign them a unit of pioneers directly. So assign them a unit of pioneers directly, then. It's a strong division, so hopefully it will do well. We'll give it a go. We do have howitzers, and we do have another pioneer battalion in support, along with the pioneer battalion that we already have assigned directly to the division. 5 BF-109s, 5 Junker 88As. The enemy has only 5 fighters in defense here. I think they'll hold on, but we'll try and crack this egg. Barely. Not far off, though. We might be able to break it next. Right, I can only go with a hasty attack, though. That's the issue. I'd say not worthwhile. Yeah. I could do it again, but I can't go for a planned attack. If it was a planned attack I could have gone for, then yeah, we might have been able to do that. The issue is obviously we were attacking across a river. That bloody tank division's tough. Okay. As far as it goes now, then, things are more or less open. I do have another division over here to use. I could potentially have them move here. But that's not going to do me any good. So if I was to move my Panzer division... You move up this way. Okay. I think what I'm going to do here then is move this division here to oppose the tank division here, the 28th Tank Division. Also gain some of that zone of control. Obviously inflict the zone of control on them as well. What's the counter-attack? Yeah, okay. See their headquarters behind their lines. 10th Rifle Corps. There's an argument actually just to have in potentially just even maybe just one Panzer division really. I don't know. It depends really. I can definitely agree. As far as I can tell, there's just headquarters in there. Another thing is, if I move the Panzers down here, obviously it does open this way up. Let's have a look at Totenkopf. I think we'll have the SS move up over here then. I might come to regret this, but I think it could be done. Maybe the two motorized move up over this way. I'll move this motorized unit. So I'd have 11 there, 10 there, 4 there. Okay, we'll move the motorized. So obviously going to cut these forces off over here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm hoping this is going to just be headquarters over here. Son of a bitch. Okay, there's an NKVD rifle regiment. Move that down, actually. I guess we'll move them up over here. Okay. Move the actual headquarters. I could even move the 3rd Panzer unit. I'd rather not, though. I would rather not. I think we should be able to manage it. Move you up. Yeah. Give them pioneers. What does the actual command have? That's a good amount of support there. Pioneer Battalion. Yeah, so you were the one who received the extra Pioneer Battalion. That's great. So you can perform a planned attack. You can't. I think we'll have the 1st Panzer Division perform a planned attack then. I think what we're going to do here is actually have the airfields move up. There we go. So we'll have the Panzer division here, the 1st Panzer division launch a planned attack. Ideally this works. So a lot of support. Some bombers here, some fighters as well. I do lose a bomber. I really do hope they can make it. If they don't this turn, at least I can throw a hasty attack with 2 divisions. We'll see, we'll see. Obviously it's a very powerful division. It is having to attack across a river against a city though, so it's... We'll see. Nice to see that we have some Panzer IV's in here, actually. Very tough tanks. Fails. I can't go for a hasty attack, okay. Bring up the other Panzer division then. I could attack from this side here, but... at least I benefit from having the hasty attack, really, isn't it? But again, is it better to have a hasty attack that's actually not across the river? I'll go for that. I mean, let's see. So there, Blackheart, how you doing there, my friend? Okay. So I could go for another planned attack. I'll go for another planned. A good amount of support once again. Okay, that looks better, but I think they'll hold you up. Okay. They might fall to a hasty attack against 6. God damn. Throw the hasty attack in, I guess. At least they are supported by the 52nd Pioneer. Yeah, they fell. God damn it. So what I'm thinking is we actually do that. I have the Totenkopf motorized that can actually move up to cut these forces off over here. So I think what we're going to do then is actually have, yeah, the 3rd motorized, the 8th Panzer. They can assist over here. But then again, saying that, we do have the Panzer division here. But, I mean, if I can open up the way for them... But then again, is it even really doing much for me? They are moving across here. I mean, it's going to take territory that I can take anyway. It might be I move these panzers to the south over here, actually. I think we'll do that. The reason being, I can have the Panzers over here by Riga. Obviously, they can secure Riga next turn. They can then move on towards Pskov. Well, if I move my Panzers down here, I can move on to taking this city here. Only with a light amount of force, but yeah. What I wanted to do here then is just move up towards Lake Ilmen from a different direction. Try and unhinge a defensive line that could take place here, really. That's what we're looking at. So we'll do that. I don't even know what's in Vilnius. I should probably move the rest of the infantry before I move them, really. That'd make a lot more sense. But I'm going to call the first episode to a close there. I apologise for how long it takes me to do things, I know. But I like to really consider everything. We do still have some infantry divisions, so there's still much to be done in the north. We'll have a couple hours of this. It'll flow quickly, really. It's all about these opening moves. It's a shame that we haven't been able to secure Riga this turn, but it will fall next turn anyhow. It's just these river crossings over here that are an issue for us. But we have had some nice, efficient usage of most of our units. I can move up the FPD over here, to be fair, or even have it push up there. Well, share about that rail line, so I can push it there. Or we could even have it pushed down there. We've got some options. What I'm thinking here is maybe take the motorized, have them there. It depends though. I don't know if they'd be able to move up all that way. So it does make me wonder, is it maybe worthwhile attempting to take the city over here? But I don't even know if there's actual combat units. I can imagine there's going to be some sort of combat unit over there. So it'd be one of those where I'm like just wasting my time when I can do that with the infantry. So we'll have the infantry move first, and then we'll do that. And so I'd like to say a big thank you here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching. I do hope you guys have really enjoyed this. I really have as well. It is, yeah, it's a whole different kettle of fish to War in the Pacific, and I love that. I do hope you guys will stick around for the series as we continue. And if you have enjoyed this, please do consider supporting myself and the channel, and of course the series itself, by subscribing to my channel on XTRG on YouTube. And of course XTRG here on Twitch. If you really do want to support myself, you can do so in quite a number of ways actually. I do have prints available for sale, high quality prints. I do of course have a Patreon page. There's Twitch. Plenty of options. PayPal of course. If you guys want to support me, it is fantastic. Don't feel that you have to, but it is really appreciated. Thank you so very much guys. Have a great evening. Have a great day. See you all very soon in the future. Goodbye for now. At least for now.